Live already? Right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning in the UK. How are you, everyone? Hope you have a great day today because we will have the first colloquium. It's called International Sustainable Research and Design Colloquium in 2023. First of all, I want to congrats.
Ray, are you talking? Apparently no sound, eh?
Sorry?
Ray? Sorry.
It's not on mute.
I think your mic is on mute.
Oh yeah.
Alright, sorry. Alright, sorry. Okay. All good? Alright.
Yes, we can hear you, Ray.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Alright, so everyone can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Alright, cool.
very clear, Ray.
Perfect. Alright, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning in the UK. First of all, I want to congrats for the students from 5 universities, which is Ciputra University, Birmingham City University, UK, and then TAR UMT or Tunku Abdul Rahman University of Management and Technology, Malaysia, and then from Dayeh University, from Dayeh University, Taiwan, and then from Multimedia University, Malaysia, MMU. I want to congrats for you all students that you finished the joint project that you did around how many months was it? It was quite a month, and it was great that you finally submitted your works. And today is the time for you to present your artworks that you made already in this joint project. And this is our first international sustainable research and design colloquium in 2023. I would like to thank you for all the participants, all the 5 universities in 4 countries that joined in this joint project. Without further ado, maybe we'd like to hear a word from each universities. From the first from head of department from visual communication design, Mr. Christian Angrianto from Ciputra University. Time and place is yours, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry because I'm not using the virtual background. I'm still looking for the virtual background. Hopefully I can find it fast enough. Okay, good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for us to meet you all here. I would like to welcome to all the candidates, or might I say representative of each university here. We have come to this point where we can meet and hear the presentation of the selected team from each university for the curation. So I was so amazed with the great ideas and concepts that presented last time. And so I'm eager to see what you have prepared for today. I hope that by doing this kind of joint project, joint program, we can learn and collaborate more in the future. So have a great time, everybody. Back to you, Ray.
Unmute. All right. Thank you, Mr. Christian, for the little speech. And now, I think it's time for, is Robert here? Or maybe we can start with Diana. So the Dean of, from Faculty of Creative and Creative Industries.
Communication and Creative Industries.
I'm so sorry. All right, so the Dean of the, sorry, Diana. So, the Dean of
Faculty of
Faculty
Communication and
of
Creative
Communication
Industry.
and
And Creative Industries.
Creative Industries. All right, thank you for that.
Thank you, Ray.
How do I miss that?
It's
Right.
okay. We tend to be very excited and we forget what we wanted to say. Okay.
Okay.
Is this a special way to highlight us?
I think so. Have to ask Ray. Okay, let us proceed lah. First and foremost, I'm glad to be here to witness the SDG joint project and colloquium as well, to have the 5 universities involvement in this colloquium. And I would like to welcome also MMU for joining in. So we have 2 institutions from Malaysia, all right, and we are very happy that BCU, CU, Dayeh are all here together. And I believe that what we are doing today will be very much beneficial to our students especially, and also to the staff, where we get to learn from each other, and also within our students what kind of ideas that they have and they're sharing. So I am very grateful, all right, to the organizing chair, that's Mr. Ray, all right, for for coordinating and also organizing this event. And I think without fail, since the last event that we have, I think Ray, you have done a very good job in organizing the whole thing. All right, I have to say this loudly so that Christian, you pick up from there. Dr. Astrid, if she's here, please consider him for promotion. Okay, so I hope that through this event, we are able to educate our youngsters as well about the importance of SDG. I think this is one important thing that we need to ensure that our students and our youngsters are well aware of. And lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who is involved in this event, especially my team from Thai UMT. I think they have worked very hard to ensure that the students work in proper and meets the criteria of this event, and also to congratulate the students for their hard work. And we hope to see their presentation today. With that, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Diana, from the Dean, from Faculty of Communication and Creative Industries, SCCI from TAR UMT. Right, thank you so much for your opening remark. And maybe we will continue to our next I'd like to invite Eva Teng, Associate Professor from Visual Communication Design from Dayeh University. Please, the place is yours.
Hi, good day everyone. My name is Eva Teng from Taiwan. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So on behalf of Dayeh University and the Visual Communication Design Department.
Recording in progress.
First of all, I would like to thank Professor Christian and Ray and to set up this great program that we can learn from each other. And then secondly, I'm eager to hear all the students what they're doing, the sustainable research, and then their great coming ideas. So yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Eva Teng, for your opening remark. So now I'd like to invite from Multimedia University, Malaysia, we have here Professor Dr. Neo Mai, the Professor in Faculty of Creative Multimedia, FCM, from Multimedia University, MMU, Malaysia. Here, the time and place is yours, please.
Thank you, Ray. And thank you for having us. Good evening.
Robert, ada enggak?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. All right. So, good evening to friends. friends and students who are from Taiwan and Indonesia and Malaysia. And good morning to our friends and students who are in the UK right now. Thank you for allowing us to participate and inviting us to this collaboration. I find that this is a very timely and very relevant collaboration, especially with our generation of students now. They seem to be the kind that fall under this particular genre. I want what I want when I want it. They want things fast, they want things relevant, and they want to have a lot of meaning to the work that they do. So this project allows them to have very positive, authentic learning experiences. By doing this project, I think they will come away with a lot of skills that will really benefit them when they go into the workplace. So, so we are from Multimedia University. If you don't know much about us, we are Malaysia's first private university, founded in 1997. Our parent company is Telecom Malaysia. So we have 10 faculties and 2 campuses. 6 faculties are in our Cyberjaya campus and 4 are in Malacca. So right now we have just been accorded the Premier Digital Tech University by our Malaysian government. So we have big shoes to fill and lots of goals to aspire to. So in particular, our faculty is the Faculty of Creative Multimedia. That's our design faculty. We have, there are 6 degrees that we offer: advertising design, media arts, interface design, virtual reality, animation, and visual effects. And we have 3 diploma courses also that we offer. For this particular project, it's coming from the advertising design program. So they are second-year advertising design students from the integrated marketing communication class. The lecturers are here, Dr. Heidi Tan, she's in the audience, and also Madam Elena Hashim. They're here with me today to support our students from this class. So based on this SDG project, the students are supposed to build awareness about the current issues that are affecting the society and the environment of this world, and to let the audience know about the truth and making them aware and think about the next step to making it a better future. So what the students were doing in this class was they were assigned one of the SDG goals, and they were tasked to translate it into a dynamic, integrated marketing communication campaign. So they had to collaborate with the brand of their choosing. It's a non-existing brand, but they had to collaborate with that brand and elevate its impact and sustainability. So it's in conjunction with another design class, so it actually ties across so that we can sustain the authenticity of their learning through this project. So I'm very excited to see. Congratulations to all the students for their hard work. And on behalf of my colleagues today, Dr. Heidi and Madam Alina, I would like to wish our MMU students and all the students presenting today and tomorrow all the best in their presentations and in the completion of their projects. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ray, sorry, can I have a request to have a group photo? Because some of us may be just, dropping off. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Can we have maybe one on the camera just for a while?
So yeah,
For
please
the group photo?
group photo first. Let's have a group photo.
Oops.
There you go. Maybe I will zoom. I will go here. There you go. Mr.
Maybe
Christian, can you help us to take picture, please?
Turn on the camera.
Please turn on your camera as well. We have Ezra Natali, Nur Farah, Sukai Sai, Guanru.
Yeah.
Please, everyone. Right. Okay. Right. Mr. Christian, can you help us to take picture?
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. So we will have a pose in 3, 2, 1. Right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time. And yeah, I think Professor May have already explained about our project right now, about our project, which is talking about SDGs and then talking about the creating awareness so people we don't give them a solution. So basically we just create an awareness about the SDGs, and we make a project that make people think about what's next. It's exactly the same like Professor May said. So maybe without wasting a lot of time, and I don't think that Mr. Robert from BCU, which is the head of the course director of MA Postgraduate Studies in Visual Communication Design from Birmingham City University, BCU, UK. But unfortunately, I think he's not here at the moment. So I think we will continue to our 22 students, chosen students, which is excellent. So they made a lot of great works from what they did in the joint project. We have, first we will have how to spell your name? Hisi, Chi, Yu, and Tim. And then second, later on, we will have a Christopher Marcelino and Tim. And then the third one, we will have Jane Tiong Mi Sing. And the third, and then Esra, Natalie, Christine, and Tim. One, Siti Nur Sofia Binti, one, Ikmal Hisham. And then we have Ayesha Nadila Binti M. Hafifi. And then we have Chong Shu Su Chi. And then Kwek Chen Yin. And then Theodore Michael Budiono and Tim. And then we will finish the presentation for today, and then we will have the second day, which is tomorrow. We have another around 13 more students for tomorrow. So if you want to catch up about our works, our joint project works, please you can come to our colloquium for tomorrow. So today's rules, they will have a presentation for around 10 minutes, so 8 to 10 minutes. And then later on, we will do a chat reminder to the speaker if the time shows 8 minutes. And then for the presenter, please share your screen by yourself. And yeah, I think that's all for the rules. Okay, so without further ado, I think we'll start now with the first presentation from Z Chi Yu. Sorry if I mispronounce it, and the team. Please, the time and place is yours. Thank you. Dimatiin eh. Spotlight. Aduh, aku tuh benci host-hostan. Aku tuh gak bisa kalau ngomong di depan kamera itu.
Hi, we are the 26th Visual Communication Design senior student from Dayeh University.
Oh, okay.
Our topic is no poverty. What is period poverty? Period poverty refers to the lack of menstrual products due to the financial burden posed by menstrual supplies. This could lead to reducing the use of menstrual products or substituting menstrual products with improper materials such as socks, tissue paper, leaves, etc. Using improper material can not only lead to negative physiological consequences, such as recurrent bacterial vaginosis, cervical cancer, and infertility, but also psychological consequences, such as depression and anxiety. Menstruation period is a physiological phenomenon that occurs during every woman's monthly cycle for 30 to 40 years. In Taiwan, every woman spent nearly $3,256 on sanitary products in her lifetime. This expenditure is putting a lot of pressure on women struggling financially. Period poverty exists in every culture and every country. Some countries even have over thousands of teenage girls, young girls, suffering from these matters. Because these girls cannot afford menstrual products, they are unable to attend school during their menstrual cycle, which leads to a formation of a vicious cycle. And we compile relevant statistics on menstrual poverty in 5 countries. In Japan, according to statistics, 8.1% of women, especially young women, often struggle with buying menstrual products. In Brazil, according to statistics, 1 of every 4 female students in Brazil is absent from school because she doesn't have proper menstrual products. In the United States, 2 out of 5 women need to face period poverty. In addition, 38% of low-income females reported that their ability to purchase menstrual products have caused difficulty in going to work or participating in other events. In 2020, the Scottish government passed the Period Products Bill, allowing Scotland to become the first country in the world to provide free menstrual products to its citizens. In Taiwan, organizations work with social workers to reform the model of menstrual education. They also provide free menstrual products to over 500 girls. Due to climate change and various environmental issues becoming increasingly severe, the topic of sustainability and going green have become more and more popular. Therefore, we want to begin our project with circular design by using recyclable material and replacing material to incorporate sustainability. In this senior welfare project period, our core concept revolves around period poverty and circular design. By putting this project into action, we hope that every girl can have the best care during their menstrual cycle. Originally, we wanted to use second-hand clothes to make cloth pads, but after talking with the textile industry, we decided to use leftover fabric for making cloth pads. Leftover fabrics are brand new, but the factory will no longer to use them. By using discarded fabric to make cloth pads, we can give this discarded fabric a second life. On average, a cloth pad can last 2 to 5 years. The average spending on sanitary products in 2 to 5 years is close to $333 to $833, which is quite astonishing. Using cloth pad will help reduce expenses for sanitary products. This is our logo type, and this is our official colors. We have 3 forms of expression: poster, book, and tote bag. The content of the book has 3 units: introduction, about menstrual poverty, and how to make cloth pads. The book will be given back to donor in electronic form. The tote bag will put drawstring bag in cloth bag inside of it, and this tote bag will be given to girls in need. This is our poster. This is our book. This is our tote bag, drawstring bag, and cloth pads. We plan to put the Senior Welfare Project read period on this fundraising platform. We're looking forward to being seen by more people and participating in this after putting in this platform. Now we are going to watch a short video about how to make a clock pad. Thank you for your attention.
Share screen. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. This is our project. Thank you for this opportunity. This is our project Earth 101, and we called it Connection. Toto. Now, oh. Where?
Maybe you can try to re-share your screen.
Oh, my apologies. There seems to be a problem.
Maybe you can stop the screen. All right.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Okay. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Sorry for the trouble back there. Hello everyone. I would say good evening. I would say. This is Earth 101. This is our project for the Sustainable Development Goals. We call this project Connection. About us. Before that, we are from University of Ciputra from Surabaya. Visual Communication Design. Without this project, me and a couple of good people. These are good men. I am Nerandra Wirananta. I'm Christopher Marcelino. This is Ihab. And good man Buyung. Marcelino is on the way. As you can see. Yes. Next. Okay. In our last meeting, we've already talked and give a little bit of a tease on our project. And now we are ready to present you kind of the full film. But before we do that, we would like to give a brief summary about our last meeting to freshen things out. So the themes in our topic we took, the themes is number one, no poverty, and the fourth would be quality education. Why? The lack of internet access is a really huge obstacle to online learning in remote areas. Central Bureau of Statistics recorded that the number of poor people in March 2022 reached 26.16 million people, well, 9.54% of the total population of Indonesia. The rising poverty rate caused the crime rate to also raise. Population distribution and poverty are the biggest factors why the poor education system in Indonesia can occur. Now, our project, the goal of our project is to raise awareness about this problem that we are discussing. A short film, character that represents the problem. And also the resources we took are from, well, good resources, many resources. We follow the story of Vishnu and the struggles to find a good connection. Now for our synopsis, the short film tells about a boy named Vishnu. Vishnu is a student from a deprived family. Fortune wasn't really on Vishnu's side. Vishnu really wants to get a decent life someday. Therefore, he is determined to study up to further studies. But with his enormous ambition, he fell into something very, very dangerous. Here are some footage. I believe some of you already seen them. Now, I will, and my mates do their jobs. Is this on? Can everyone see it? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
I think the idea is not shared.
The audio, you can.
Oh, audio.
Yeah.
Hidupku
Is it
pas-pasan,
on?
Yes.
namun aku bertekad untuk bisa hidup layak suatu saat nanti. Aku percaya, cita-cita, pengharapan, dan kerja keras. Jika disatukan, maka akan bisa menjadi sesuatu yang indah. Sebagai akhir prolog ini, cerita ini bukan tentang kisah romantis remaja pada umumnya, tapi lebih kepada penyampaian pesan tersirat tentang fakta yang mungkin sudah tertutup debu.
Untuk melanjutkan kegiatan hari ini, Pak akan mulai mengajar ya. Nah, oke, untuk yang pertama atas nama Wisnu, halo. Dirimu ada kan di situ?
Ada Pak. Ada Pak.
Oke, baik Bapak Wisnu. Nah, apakah Wisnu, apakah sudah siap?
Sudah Pak.
Oke anak-anak, hari ini kita akan belajar tentang upacara pendidikan kewarganegaraan. Nah, untuk materi yang Bapak akan berikan.
Wisnu. Capek nak?
Ya,
Alhamdulillah jadi berita COVID-19 menjadi salah satu penyebab menurunnya perekonomian Indonesia. Bukan hanya di bidang ekonomi saja, melainkan dari sisi pendidikan juga harus mengalami perubahan menjadi daring. Pembelajaran daring di Indonesia yang sudah berjalan selama kurang lebih 1 bulan menjadi pembeda bagi para murid. Para murid merasa sangat terbantu dengan pembelajaran baru ini. Banyak yang merasa terbantu karena bisa belajar dari rumah dan bisa mengurangi resiko terpaparnya COVID-19.
Enak-enak yang ngomong terbantu, aku angel-angel keling ini. Kowe enak yang ngucap.
Loh, nggak usah dipikir, Wisnu.
Pak, SPM Pak. Pak, anakmu SPM Pak, saya ini Pak. Pak, kata Bapak SPM Pak. Pak, tahu Bapak.
Wisnu, ada yang perlu kita bicarakan.
Ya apa pengajarannya gini kemarin?
Aman, santai aja. Itu akeh. Cuk. Yuk. Kalian lanjut kuliah di mana?
Aku kuliah tuh. Ini loh kerja. Duwe wah gimana?
Saya tahu. Kerja. Duit gede.
Nanti. Gampang lah. Kau lah pinter sih. Kalau nggak jadi pemikir gini. Strategi ini awal dewe, kau nanya sama.
Pemikir strategi. Maksudnya apa? Kerja-kerjamu itu.
Stop. Kerjanya dewe gampang. Mek ngetono barang tuh. Rasa dipikir aman.
Tapi aku gak gelem semacam terikat sampai apa-apa ya. Pembagiannya ya apa?
Kalau keuntungan gampang lah. Kalau dapat untungnya itu.
Apa ini?
Uang Pak.
Dapat uang dari mana?
Kerja. Sama.
Kerja apa kamu dapat uang ini?
Ya, nggak pernah tahu Pak.
Kok nggak perlu tahu? Bapak yang ngerti sebenarnya. Kamu kerja.
Ya.
Kerja nggak bener ini.
Yuk, sebentar. Bapak nyuruh aku kerja. Terus Bapak mau apa?
Terus buat apa nyari uang banyak-banyak kalau hasil kerja yang nggak benar?
Ya, terus
sebenarnya.
Ya terus apa aku kerja dari anak yang dari orang miskin?
kayak gini, Cuk. Prai lu. Semangat ya kerja. Sorry, aku kepikiran betul. Kan kayak semet tuh, nu. So aku jadi pemikir awak gini ya.
Nah, saya tahu. Aku wis janji lah, aku gak mau terikat apa.
Gini dulu. Sekurangnya. Nah, misalnya aku tak bongkar kabel. Penjara.
Ya, sama lah.
Soalnya, kan juga tetap kerja nih. Sekarang saya mulai lain lagi.
Pesan yang kami ingin sampaikan adalah bahwa kami yang berada di sini bukan hanya sebagai arsip berita negara yang tak dipandang, bahwa kami yang berada di bawah bukan semata-mata untuk ditindas, dan kami di sini bukan untuk dilupakan. Kami ada di sini untuk bisa membuka mata dunia.
Okay. I guess it was. Okay. I guess. Thank you for the time. That was our film. I think there was this notice that I need to tell. Probably some of you would be asking what is SPM. SPM is like a test, I would say, to get accepted in a national university in Indonesia. I think it really matters to point that out. I guess, yeah, this is it. This is from us, from our team. Thank you for your time. Yeah, good. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Jen and I'm going to present about my design for this project. These are the content of my presentation today. My presentation will consist of 4 parts: problem review and solution, visual research, process, and also my final artwork. First of all, I will talk about the problem review and the solution. I'm researching on the issue of overt and covert gender inequality in workplace. At last meeting, I have talked about the gender inequality that still exists in Malaysia and how does it influence the women in Malaysia. The awareness of this issue is still rare in Malaysia. There are still many people, especially middle-aged people, don't know or don't realize that gender inequality exists. Therefore, I decided to design a series poster for this project. It is more easy to publish and cost low, and it can increase the awareness of the problem and present the information in a visual and simple way. After I decide the solution, I'm doing some visual research for my design. My visual research are divided into two parts. One is based on the issue, another one is based on the ASTA. First, I try to find how people are trying to present the issue of gender inequality into graphic. These are the references that I find. After that, I decide to use the illustration for my design. So I try to find the reference for the ASTA that I try to achieve. Now I will show my design progression. Basically, my design progression is start from the sketches, then make it into clear line, and end with the color. This is my first, second, third, and fourth sketches. Finally, I will present about my final artwork. I have designed 4 different kinds of posters based on different themes. These 4 themes are choose for my design because these are the situations that often being happen in the workplace but rarely to be realized or recognized as a problem. The reason that I only use 2 colors, pink and blue, to design the poster is because these 2 colors are the stereotype color that represent the men and also the woman. Now I will talk more detail about my design. My first design is about the caregiving and the housekeeping responsible that given by society to women. It causes the women are always forced to quit their job or step back from the workforce. Therefore, I create a title, Why is all women responsible? To make people realize that caregiving and housekeeping responsible is not only for women but all gender. The second design is about the gender bias in workplace. The women are often need to perform much more better or get more achievement to get same opportunity or recognized as good as men. The third design is introducing the concept of repeat. It is a new word that made up of word he and repeat. It is used to describe the situation where women employees are not taken seriously when expressing their view. But when the same view are expressed by men employees, they receive the attention and also the good comment. Many people didn't realize this concept, so I start it with a title, Are You Being Repeated? To make the people curious and might want to understand about it. The final design is about stop the mansplaining in the workplace. Women are often being looked down and being taught knowing less, so there are many people always like to taught women how to work, although it is their major or profession. So that's all about my design and also my presentation. Thank you for listening.
All right, it's quite an interesting color, and okay, right. So now it's time for Ezra, Natalie, Christine, and Tim. Please show your artworks. Thank you.
Good morning and good evening all. Before we get into it, we want to introduce ourselves. This is our team. There's Farel Wira Angkasa, Luisandro Subianto, Kasia Caroline, Ezra Natalin Christine, and Nathanael Kalatsu Erwanto. Today we would like to do a presentation regarding our SDG project, which is about gender equality.
Backstory. It all started with what is known as patriarchy, a social system that started in the 8000 to 3000 BC period. In these times, early agriculture yielded a surplus, and the beginnings of militarization helped males seize control of the surplus and the main producers of labor power, women. Patriarchy is a socially constructed system in which positions of dominance and privilege are primarily held by men. We conducted an interview with Pinky on the 16th of November 2022 at the Art Lab Lounge when she held a solo exhibition entitled Panjang Umur Kampung Tambak Bayan, which was curated by Agus Kucing and Susano Karya. She's shown interest in this topic and has personally experienced it. She was discriminated against because of her hobbies, the way she sat, her smoking habits, and according to some people, she was too logical for a woman. Through this interview, we can see that the art world is still dominated by men. However, it affects other aspects of life as well, from political leadership, business management, religious institutions, economic systems, and property ownership, right down to the family home where men are considered to be the head of the household, meaning men have higher control of authority and power than women. This contributes to domestic violence. Indonesia is in the top 10 countries with high patriarchal culture, according to research conducted by Hofstede. Women in Indonesia are taught to be submissive, silent, and dedicate their lives for the welfare of their families. A study by the National Commission on Violence Against Women, or Komnas Perempuan, has found that in 2020, there were 8,234 cases of violence against women. A reason for this is because things seen as feminine or pertaining to women are undervalued. Therefore, there's an imbalance of power in relationships. This rejection of femininity is known as anti-femininity and is one of the main components of toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity isn't just about behaving like a man. Instead, it involves the extreme pressure some men may feel to act in a way that is actually harmful. Some researchers have come to agree that toxic masculinity has three core components. 1, anti-femininity, as previously mentioned. 2, toughness, the notion that men should be physically strong, emotionally callous, and behaviorally aggressive. And 3, power, the assumption that men must work toward obtaining power and status socially and financially so they can gain the respect of others. However, this doesn't only affect men, but also children. Boys are pressured to be a man. They're forced to bottle up all of their emotions, which leads them to becoming more explosive and unpredictable. They go off in a fit of rage and violence that is unfortunately accepted due to society telling us that this is just a part of being a man. Society accepts their destructive behavior as a norm, and this leads to their harmful and aggressive behavior, sexual behavior included, being tolerated. Boys grow up thinking that they must act a certain way and fit into the real man mold, which is the role of the breadwinner, the person in power, the aggressor, the top dog. This promotes and enables hatred for homosexual men, as well as hurting men that do not fit into the real man mold. For men and boys who feel as if they don't fit into this mold, they seek out male role models such as Andrew Tate, Sneeko, etc., which adds to already underlying issue of toxic masculinity. They absorb what these men say like sponges, then are led to believe it's normal to treat women as lesser than men. These ideas pushed into the minds of men and boys can lead them down a rabbit hole in which they will be shown increasing amounts of harmful content steered towards a young male demographic. This greater exposure to harmful content will unfortunately lead to some impressionable and fragile men adopting and supporting the views of these role models, which in turn continues the never-ending cycle of toxic masculinity itself.
So we decided to make an art installation called Out of Reach. It consists of a 3 by 1 meter mixed media painting that positioned on the floor and a 3.5 by 1.5 by 2 meter frame to support the thread hanging above the painting. And this is our concept. The different color of blue were used to depict the sea and represent coldness and sadness. The color black portrays of a sense of weight and seriousness. And with both color mix, it creates a grayish blue that symbolizes depression. For the texture, we used wall plaster or putty and made it to resemble two things, a water vortex with the axis point at the center of the canvas and scars. The water vortex depicts how all of us are drowning and being pulled down. This represents how hard it is to get out. However, a change needs to happen. It also represents the rabbit hole in which many fall into and are looking for a way out. The scars around water vortex represent how we are all hurting from this problem. It's not just for women, but men too. Hence, the color light brown resembling skin, then the color red and black resembling blood and scars.
We use pink rags with stockings and stitched them in a way that made them look like brains. Then we painted over them with the color black, creating a sense of filthiness because we want to bring up an issue that Indonesia needs to be aware of, which is victim blaming. Indonesia patriarchal society has hindered many victims of sexual assaults in getting justice as member of the legal system, often lack sensitivity. Many people tend to normalize or justify rape if the victim was wearing immodest clothing, for example, a miniskirt or tight clothes, when in fact, the majority of women who were victims of sexual assault who wore modest clothes at the time of the incident, and many of these women wear the hijab and still become victims. With this, we want to highlight the fact that the only one in control of whether a sexual assault is attempted is the corrupted mind of the perpetrator. There are 7 hand sculptures drilled into the wooden frame of the canvas. They were placed surrounding the water vortex and made to face towards the axis point. The cracks on the fingers portrays how we are all slowly breaking from this problem, and the use of moss resemble the longevity of the issue at hand. The color red presented on the hands show the ongoing battle in which many have to continue fighting in order to break loose from the issue of domestic violence. The 2 hands right on the axis point have a story behind it. These hands depict a married couple with the husband grabbing the wife's wrist, holding her back from escaping the domestic abuse done to her. A further detail is that one may notice that the wife's hands is deteriorating. This is an inclination of how this abuse is wearing down her resolve to reach for help.
According to the East Asian belief originating from Chinese mythology, there's a deity in charge of marriages. It is believed that the 2 people connected by the red thread are destined lovers, regardless of place, time, or circumstances. This magical cord may stretch or tangle, but will never break. Therefore, the wife's hand is actually reaching out to grab the string of fate, as her and her husband were never meant to be. The crystals hanging among the red threads resemble tears caused by the pain and all the things that we all have to go through, as previously mentioned in the backstory. We hope that through our bold and eye-catching art installation, we can act as a catalyst by drawing attention to the challenges society is currently facing, namely patriarchy, which is still rife, especially in Indonesia. We want to connect with the audience on an emotional level, want to help open up people's mindsets, instill empathy, and build a sense of community. We hope that both women and men will be more courageous and honest to speak up and share their voices. Since the art installation is currently located at our uni, it's harder to raise awareness as there's a lack of accessibility. That's why we made a website about our project, and we also included an audio recording so it's accessible for everyone. You can just simply scan the barcode and it will take you to the website. Here are the pictures of our team making the project itself. And here are the references that we used. Thank you.
Share the link for your website. I think it's quite interesting so people can see it again after your presentation. Right, thank you so much. And now it's time for one Siti Nur Sofia binti Wan Iqmal Hisham. Please present your artworks. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Wan Sitina Sofia, but yes, I call me Sofia. I represent the Multimedia University, and today I would like to present my campaign proposal, Embrace Your Dream. The problem statement is most B40 teenagers are unable to attend school because they are forced to start working young to help support their families. Given that some of you guys are not Malaysian, B40 refers to the bottom 40% of lower-income Malaysian households. So my chosen SDG is SDG 8. SDG 8 advocates for conscious, inclusive, and sustainable economical, full, and productive employment and decent work for everyone. It is reinforced the mutually beneficial link between economic, social, and environmental policy, as well as full employment and good labor. The solution will be to establish a platform to motivate these B40 teenagers to chase their dreams from the start by creating education and knowledge learning that will empower them to change for a better future and environment. The brand for this campaign is Carrefour. First of all, Carrefour is a brand concept that we did for our advertising design class assignment. Plus, it's combined with integrated marketing communication class and create this marketing strategy. So what is Carrefour? Carrefour is inspired by furoshiki, a traditional Japanese wrapping cloth that has been used for centuries to wrap and or transport goods. Carrefour is a reusable fabric gift wrap that prioritizes long-term quality. Alternatively, you can use it as a gift wrapper, a coffee table, or wherever your inspiration comes up with. The brand also has two-in-one design, which allow customers to have access to multiple options at the same time. Carrefour USB will be a water-resistant, environmentally sustainable gift wrap alternative with a two-in-one design element. The vision of Carrefour is to expand local exposure, provide opportunities, and influence our sustainable gift wrapping business. The mission is to offer a trendy design alternative to repurposed fabric gift wrapping made from sustainable material. So the next will be the target audience. The campaign will be focusing on teenagers which are around 13 to 19, both gender, in the urban and rural areas. As for the needs are people who are hardworking and interested in education, and it is a fundamental necessity for development. Lastly, people who favor economic growth over decline. The name of the campaign is Embrace Your Dream. Embrace Your Dream goal is to empower and up B40 teenagers by encouraging them to express their dream from the start and strive to become better people. The promised benefit is to encourage them to express their dream from the start. The campaign will provide a workshop program that can foster the spirit of learning. This will give children who have experience with child labor a wider perspective on education. So to who? So child labor typically affects high school students aged 13 to 19 who are not prohibited from working under the law. Children who are involved typically come from low-income families where they can work to support and help their families or self-benefit, making them believe that education is irrelevant. So why? So to achieve this campaign goal, we will run a free workshop program, and those who complete it will receive a certificate. With the right advocacy and assistance, these students will gain knowledge and skills that will change their mindset and guide them in changing their future lifestyle, which eventually will make our economy a more sustainable environment. So next will be the mood board. The concept that I'm going for is a story that will encourage these B40 teenagers to talk about their aspiration and establish goals despite the challenges that lie ahead. In the end, it will be their hopes and dreams that transform both their life and the lives of others who share the same experience. As for the artwork style, I choose paper cutout and doodle. So this will be my final artwork. The first advertising message is difficult doesn't mean impossible. There's a Malay high school girl with a statement saying, I will develop a clothing line that is both affordable and high quality for low-income families. There is also a fabric cloth, as my brand Carrefour is a fabric gift wrap with a drawing of a fashion boutique along with my campaign name, Embrace Your Dream, and the Carrefour mascot. Same goes with the second one. The message will be, you are the creator of your future, with a statement saying, I want to uphold and defend the rights of the underprivileged, along with a drawing of inside a card. Lastly, the message is to set your goal and aim for it, with the statement saying, I want to build a better road for my hometown, along with a drawing of a road that is under construction. At the bottom of the poster is the Karafuru, SDG and SDG 8 logo, along with Embrace Your Dream statement, which is hashtag Embrace Your Dream aims to empower and inspire B40 teenagers to pursue their dream and make an effort to improve themselves from a young age. It will provide a workshop program that encourage a lot of learning, which will eventually alter the way these individuals view their education. So that is all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Sophia. All right, so we'll continue with the presentation from Aisha Nadila binti M. Havivi. Your time is 10 minutes. Start from now, please. Thank you.
Hello and a very good day, everyone. I am Aisha. Sorry. Okay, I'll continue again. Hello and a very good day, everyone. My name is Aisha. I'm taking Bachelor in Advertising Design from Multimedia University. And for this, my big idea for this project will be their future is your future. So I'll explain more in the next slide. So the chosen SDG number is SDG 8 to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all, as well as to take immediate and effective steps to end forced labor, modern slavery, and human trafficking by 2025. In Malaysia, out of schools, children are more likely to work, and studies show that many child laborers weren't interested in school as they are forced to work at early age to support their family. The idea for this solution is to make the B40 community more aware of child labor by giving each child a Karafuru meat backpack with school supplies in it. This could help these children's kids stay in school and get a good and proper education. Before I explain more, I am in the same group with the Sophia just now, hence my brand profile is the same as hers. So Karafuru is a concept we came up with in our advertising design 3 class for our integrated marketing communication, which will turn it into creative ways of marketing into a strategy. Karafuru is based on furoshiki, a traditional Japanese wrapping fabrics. It high quality, reusable clothes, excellent for gift wrapping. The brand's 2-in-1 design give buyers more options. The brand goal is to expand local awareness, generate opportunities, and impact our sustainable gift wrapping business. And the aim is to offer reused fabric gift wrapping produced from sustainable materials. So as for this project, there's 2 target audience. The first one is for the primary, and the second one is the secondary. For the primary target audience, the demographics is age 7 to 12 years old, which is the primary children, primary kids, gender female and male, education primary, and live in suburban area. As for the psychographics, the needs and the aspiration is for them to learning with friends. They like to go into school and they having basic school supplies. They like to play with friends and helping their parents, and the targeted audience would probably be introverted, shy, and independent. The perception would be spending time outdoors with family or friends. The next one is secondary target audience. The age is 27 to 35 years old, female and male, primary to secondary education, suburban area, and the income range would be 1,000 ringgit Malaysia and less. As for the psychographics, the need and aspiration, they want better education for their child, but lack of time and money, and they want to be able to provide for their family. work more than one jobs, but there's no much time to rest, and hardworking, eager to learn, and productive. And as for the perception, they value their time with family and appreciate simplicity of their lifestyle. So my big idea is their future is your future. Children of today are tomorrow's leaders. This project's big idea is to focusing on children of today will be the leaders of tomorrow. Therefore, let's make sure that their education be their top priority. The big idea strategy for this project is that the promised benefit for the target audience are that the children will be able to change and grow the economy in the future to make a more sustainable environment with the right education and help from the Malaysian society. This campaign project is aimed at the children and parents who were living in poverty as well as the society in which they were living. But to make sure the campaign works, we'll be putting more of our attention on the kids and the parents. This campaign will provide children in poverty with the Karafuru made backpack filled with necessary school supplies. This will allow these youngsters to remain in school, obtain an appropriate education, and continue to learn and seek knowledge. On the other hand, this assures that the children will develop into savvy leaders who can support their parents financially. Next is mood board, which called envision. Envision is to picture or imagine something occurring, appearing, or taking place in a specific manner. Since I believe that blackboard and doodles are representation of education in school, so I wanted to include them as they visualize my advertising message more close and personal to these children. This would be my final artwork. These are my three final pieces of artwork. The doodles outside of the circle illustrate some of the things that the children who live in poverty have to do on a daily basis, such as begging for money and food from passers-by, washing the dishes, and selling food on the side of the road. But the modest goal that they genuinely had was to one day become extraordinary individuals. They wanted to go to school, participate in sports, and study science so that one day they may become a firefighter, teacher, scientist, and many other professions. But unfortunately, they are forced to ignore it and continue their dream as they don't have time to go to school and learn things the right way, since at the end of the day, all they have to do is work and provide for their family. They have no choice but to continue dreaming until one day they get to it. With that, in conclusion, I want to say that children is meant to learn, not to earn. With that, my presentation has now come to an end. I sincerely appreciate everyone and thank you for your attention. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for your presentation about child labor. It's quite interesting, and yeah, hopefully it will solve. Now it's time for Cho Shu Chi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. All right, the time and place is yours. You have 10 minutes starting from now. Thank you.
Hello and good evening, everybody. I'm Shu Chi. You didn't mispronounce my name, is correct. So thank you for having me over here. So from this joint project of SDG goals, out of so many goals, I've chosen the 10th, which is reduce inequalities. So I didn't have a actual topic of or the so-called campaign name. I just use reduce inequalities with hashtag. It is direct. So what I did is a interactive AR poster series. So okay. The problem statement. So from the last meeting that we had, we are sharing the research and finding that we did from previous session. So the problem statement is that the inequalities in wealth, gender, and race are prominent issues in Malaysia. So in Malaysia, if you know, we have different races, so it's quite normal and common to have this discrimination or this inequalities in terms of this wealth, gender, and race. So in the previous session, me and my team, we thought that this is quite interesting to create as a design project. But it could sound boring as well, but that's the thing. If the thing is boring, that means it is deserve more attention to solve as a problem. So we're now looking at the solution. So after going through a series of thinking processes, I started from thinking about the target audience before I even came up with this idea of doing AR poster. So I started to think from the perspective of victims, but this tree is still quite a large, or how do I say, a wide topic, since it covers a lot of things. So I then trying to target the public, including younger ones and even the older people, like who has a more powerful status in the society. So as for the younger generation or the younger audience, they could be educated by looking at the poster. And yeah, so after I came out with this, I started to think I could do something interactive, because it could help the audience to engage more by interacting with it, except for just looking at the poster. So they'll leave more impression for them. So I then started to came up with the concept, like having two visuals showing the positive and negative side that people don't see in reality. But then with time constraint, I then went for something like simple shapes to represent different subject or the society group in Malaysia. So it then came out with this concept that I wanted to do a physical poster with AR, with QR code inside it, and people can scan the code. So it will show something like the same thing that they see in the physical world, but they can interact with the element inside their phone. So it will give them more information about the poster. But then I stuck it there because that includes something like coding. You need to create a website. You need to have a host to hold your website. So I can't do that. So I then was discussing with my lecturer. I could have the option to do that, to printing, to have the two visuals effect, but then the printing shop over here has limitations to do that. And so I went for AR effect. So this is how it would look like if you scan the code. This is concept, scan the code from the poster, and you have the visual on your screen. So you can interact with the thing. It shows you the data and more information about the poster. So now this is something quite new to me, since I haven't done this before. I'm studying graphic design. This is something related to maybe multimedia design. So these projects are quite recent as well, like 2022 or 2021. It's quite new for me. That's why it's making me so excited. So after coming out with the concept of what I want to do, I then related to a so-called this art theories. I am practicing them by applying them to my design project. So the first one is suprematism, or the so-called constructivism. Since my design, as you can see, they are quite simple, but all of the elements inside there, including the stroke, the color, the shades, they have their own meaning. So since this is something quite new to me, and it's quite of a radical experiment for myself, so I'll say it is, this idea is quite avant-garde. Okay, so the next thing is the flat design. Since the AR is digital based, and I can't do 3Ds, I'm studying graphic design, I can't do 3D. So the design is 2D and it's flat. So for visual wise, you need to have you need to make it friendly for you to view it, especially in the phone. So it also reduces the size, because when you are doing AR, you can't have really many elements inside it, because it will make the file size to become very huge, and it will affect the user experience Because imagine when you have a lot of files and you have a weaker connection, it would be really troublesome for you to do the thing. So here are some design process that I did. I try out something like Adobe Aero, which is also something new to me. I have never learned this before, but I learned in the process. So I'm learning from Adobe tutorial. They provided the suggestion and the best practices when we are doing AR design. So I then, once I have the design, I try to test it out, and it looks really, really new to me, and you can interact with the stuff, you can go near with it. So once you tap on the thing, it will show this data and the extra information about it, so you can read about it. So this is one of the tests as well. The final design will look like this from my side. The thing would move, so it won't be that boring when you just see a still visual on your phone screen. It looks like this. You can scan the code if you are using iOS devices, but if you're using Android devices, you might need to download the app because it's still not available for web page display. So this is my final design of the poster with the QR code and the titles and all the shapes. So all these elements in the poster, they have a meaning. So the first one is about race inequalities. The next one is about wealth inequality. We have three income group in Malaysia, and the next one is the gender inequalities. We're showing the two gender, these three groups and three races in Malaysia. So when you scan the QR code, you will get to interact with the thing. So you can take a screenshot of this slide if you want, so you can experience it, this poster in your space. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you.
Poster, maybe you can share to us. Is it only QR or link? You can share the link if you like, so we can try it here.
If we are sharing the link, it will direct you to a page with the QR code as well. So you can take a screenshot. I will share the link as well in the chat box. So yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
Right, so maybe we can try it. Right, perfect. Thank you. So it will come to the end. So it will be the last, but not the least, presentation from Theodore, Michael, Budiono, and team. Please, you have 10 minutes. Please share your artworks. The time and place is yours.
Excuse me, I think you miss someone name first. After Chong Shuki should be.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
Quick Chen Yin, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's, oh yeah. Thank you for that, Royer. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Sorry. I miss one. So I miss Quick Chen Yin.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please present. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I ask you guys can see my screen and hear my voice?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's a good pleasure to be here today. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Kwek Chenin, and I'm from UMT, Malaysia. Today, I'm here to give a presentation on the topic, which is microplastic of the life below water. I hope by the end of it, you guys will have a clear idea about what is microplastic. So here are the contents of the presentation that I will include, which is problem, introduction, understanding of microplastic, solution, research, sketches, and the final artwork and the theory of the final artwork that I created. Okay, so to begin with, the problem that I do is about water pollution causing disruption to marine life. So let me introduce to you guys about microplastic. So what is microplastic? Microplastic is the tiny particles produced from the largest breakdown of the larger plastic and commercial product development. And it's defined as a plastic which is with a diameter with 5 millimeters. And it could be harmful to the environment and the animal health, and it can be seen as a pollutant. And in this world, there is 75 until 199 million tons in this world of the microplastic volume, and around 18% of the marine pollutions have been affected. And microplastic takes thousands years to break it out. So did you know about the microplastic also have been categorized into two categories, which is primary and secondary microplastic. So for the primary microplastic category is from our viewers, we can just see is just only a small plastic pieces that create on a purpose. And it also comes from the external human use. And many bioplastic microplastics such as like human use is regular plastic, and it also have a long durations of the life cycle. Besides, for the secondary categories of microplastic, it can reduce the structural integrity of the plastic debris, and the size is also we cannot see by our naked eyes, and it also breaking down the large amount of the plastic into much more smaller pieces. So did you know where the microplastic come from? So it comes from deterioration, direct release, accidental loss of factory that created by humans in this earth. And the impacts to this world is about die of undernourishment or constipations to humans, sink to the seafloor for the nature, and release harmful to the marine life in this world. And the effect is interacting with the marine organisms, which is ingestions, translations, and the absorption for the microorganisms. And the types of microplastic is about the fibers, pellets, foams, fragments, and the foam. So my solution for this problem is about I've decided to create an infographic poster. The reason why I create infographic posters is it's a great media for the publication or exhibition of the poster. And it connects the message to the audience by implementing their emotions or reaction. So in this case, it can make them aware that actually microplastics is causing the marine life, and the marine life animals is suffering and as a result of our humans' activities. So it can raise public awareness of the significance of the environmental stewardship. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So here are the research from me that I do to learn about actually how's the infographic poster do it. And from the research, I learned about that actually graphics and text is the best combination to let viewers to see it and the graphics plays an important or significant roles in this poster design. Okay, so here are the SketchUp parts that I done it, which is I searched online to understand what actually is microplastic, and I learned about it. And actually, from the sketches, I learned about, oh, actually microplastic have been a serious problem that human just ignore it, but didn't do some research and understand what is really microplastic harmful to the humans and in this world. And for the final digital, here are the final digital infographic poster that I done it. So as you guys can see, the color that I play is about the cool colors for the manly colors, and some warm colors that insert for the marine life and some boots. So, and for the typeface, I also using some red color to play it and let the viewers grab their eyes so they can alert the numbers of the text so that it can play an emotion and a great solution for them. Okay, so in this infographics poster, the art that I use is about the tourism arts. So my design is inspired by Guillaume Apollinaire, who proceed the theory with unexpected and illogical juxtapositions. So from our viewers, it seems doesn't look real, but the elements inside the posters is real and is happening right now. So according to the poster, this situation is happens on a daily basis due to humans activities, but we really, as a normal humans, we really cannot really dive inside and stress about what is really microplastic and how the size is it. So when the viewers see the poster, they feel fear, and it also raises their awareness of the importance of protecting our ocean. So that's it from my sharing, and yeah, thank you.
Question Yin. It's quite interesting what you're talking about. So yeah, actually the last group that will present today is actually here. They are here, so I don't know that they are actually here. So are you ready now to present? Right. Okay. So it will be the last but not the least is the Theodore Michael Budiono and team. Please present your presentation.
So, good night everybody, and good evening and good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Theodore Michael Budiono from NTK Production, Visual Communication Design, Universitas Ciputra, from Indonesia. Today I'm representing NTK Production, consisting of me, Theo, Fatahayan Widodo, Laurentius Ruben, Ima Derestu Kinandana, and Vincent, which is not in this place today. So, why do we choose this topic, SDGs 15? Indonesia is a very rich country in almost everything: culture, language, art, people, and surprisingly, trash. We have always been aware of this imminent catastrophe within our lives. This project is an amazing opportunity for us to show the world a new perspective on trash and how should it be processed properly. We started this project a few months ago with a goal in mind, to make sure everyone can see this problem from another side. In the production, we were looking for an institution which connect the household trash to the landfills, and we found Recosystem. which takes or buys trash from the residents of Ciputra and sweeps the road from any organic matter. And after that, we go to the next ecosystem landfill. Different from the previous place, this place is specifically there to accommodate the trash and also sell the waste directly to buyers. We also visited a special waste collection center managed by the government, and namely the Surabaya Garbage Bank, which also connects and manages waste and also serves as a third-party facility to recycle waste into useful goods. We got messages that have been wanted to be conveyed by the parties involved in the management of the city's waste disposal, such as the street sweeper on that image. And what is the purpose of this video? Many people do not realize that the disposal of waste in its place is not enough, but it must go through a process of segregating waste according to its type and implementing reduction, reuse, and recycling. When it has gone through the process, only waste that cannot be processed is disposed into the landfills. Through this, we want to make people aware that they can help reduce waste by managing them properly and not disposing waste directly without realizing how big the damage is to our lives. And with this video, we hope that people can be aware of the danger and long-term impacts of the environment. Starting from this video, our hope is that we can aware about who's trash and who's trash. This is our link to our full documentary with our moving poster as a complementary poster. And now we are going to present our full documentary. This is NTK Production. Enjoy.
The audio is not shared.
Berdasarkan laporan dari Sistem Informasi Pengolahan Sampah Nasional, Indonesia menyumbang sampah sebanyak 30 juta ton pada tahun 2021. Hal tersebut menimbulkan kerusakan pada lingkungan dan menjadi faktor buruk terganggunya ekosistem alam di bumi kita. Salah satu akibatnya adalah bencana banjir akibat dari penumpukan sampah yang terdapat pada selokan atau aliran sungai, yang tentunya juga menciptakan masalah baru seperti penyakit, bakteri, bahkan virus. Tidak sedikit juga dari kita yang tidak menyadari pentingnya mengolah sampah dengan benar sebelum dibuang ke tempat pembuangan akhir. Untuk mengatasi sampah tersebut, pihak Citraland Surabaya menciptakan solusi dengan menyediakan layanan pengolahan sampah bernama Waste Station. Waste Station ini tersebar di 2 tempat, dan salah satunya berada di Kecamatan Sambikerep, Surabaya.
Nama saya Febriantika, dipanggil Febri. Umurnya 20 tahun.
Sejak kapan menjadi pemilah di Waste Station ini?
Sejak tahun 2021.
Biasanya aktivitasnya setiap jam berapa saja?
Mulai jam 8 sampai jam 4 sore, khusus jam 1 sampai jam 2 istirahat. Untuk pemilihannya itu biasanya kayak disendiri-sendirikan Mas, kayak gitu. Kayak dikumpulin satu-satu, entah barangnya apa aja gitu.
Kira-kira berapa banyak limbah yang diproses di sini?
Untuk satu harinya biasanya lebih dari 100 kilo tergantung yang store.
Akan tetapi, seringkali kita tidak sadar bahwa solusi tersebut juga meninggalkan dampak positif bagi mereka yang bekerja di sana.
Apa yang Bapak mau sampaikan untuk masyarakat tentang pembuangan sampah? Undang-undangnya gitu Pak.
Ya, sampahnya itu lebih baik taruh di depan rumah biar kelihatan, biar enak ngambilnya gitu.
Tidak sedikit dari warga sekitar yang sadar akan kebersihan dan ikut memanfaatkan fasilitas waste station yang berada di Kecamatan Benowo, Surabaya.
Nama saya Abdul, umur sekitar 45.
Oke Pak. Bapak sejak kapan menjadi mandor di pemilah sampah ini Pak?
Untuk di pemilah ini sudah 1 tahun lebih 2 bulan.
1 tahun lebih 2 bulan. Oke. Biasanya aktivitasnya setiap jam berapa saja Pak?
Untuk aktivitas mulai jam 7 sampai jam 5 sore. Untuk tahapan-tahapan yang pertama itu ada pemilahan-pemilahan. Proses dari pemilah kotor nanti ada pemilah halus di sini yang dilaksanakan sama ibu-ibu. Untuk proses selanjutnya penimbangan.
Penimbangan.
Ya. Setelah itu nanti ada oteker lihat barang kita, itu nanti bisa sesuai harga yang diinginkan dari kantor, dari perusahaan kita
diambil sama mereka ya Pak?
Iya.
Sampah memang seringkali kita anggap remeh. Bukan berarti bahwa sampah itu tidak berharga. Jika kita sadar, sampah juga memiliki nilai atau manfaat ekonomis bila diproses lebih lanjut.
Oke, kira-kira berapa banyak limbah yang diproses di sini Pak? Mungkin per hari atau per minggu?
Untuk limbah yang dari klaster-klaster dari Citraland, untuk keseluruhan limbah kering maupun basah itu sekitar 30 ton yang bisa kita manfaatkan dan ada harga ekonomisnya itu sekitar 5-6 ton tiap hari.
Tiap hari 5-6 ton Pak?
Setiap hari 5-6 ton, sisanya kita buang ke depo Benowo itu yang sudah tidak ada residunya yang untuk sampah basahnya.
Berarti di TPA Benowo itu
ya,
tempat pembuangan akhir ya Pak?
Iya, untuk pembuangan akhir.
Terlebih lagi, tidak semua sampah akan berakhir di TPA. Hal kecil yang sekiranya bisa kita lakukan dengan dampak yang positif untuk lingkungan yakni reduce, yaitu mengurangi pemakaian sampah-sampah yang tidak bisa didaur ulang.
Saya sekarang ada di Bank Sampah Induk di Surabaya Tengah. Jadi pada saat ini saya ingin mewawancarai pengelola dari
kita di sini itu sebetulnya setiap manusia, setiap diri kita itu menghasilkan sampah gitu. Jadi kita konsumsi barang gitu ya, mengkonsumsi untuk keseharian kita, entah mungkin kita pakai untuk mandi, untuk sikat gigi, untuk bersihkan diri, bahkan untuk makan kita kan pakai kemasan-kemasan yang bisa menimbulkan sampah. Seharusnya sudah tanggung jawab kita untuk peduli terhadap sampah kita masing-masing gitu. Nah masalahnya sampah ini itu tidak semua harus berakhir di TPA gitu. Kita harus melakukan proses 3R gitu. Yang pertama kita lakukan bisa kita mengurangi pemakaian sampah-sampah yang tidak bisa didaur ulang atau sekali pakai gitu. Kalau misalkan memang itu sulit, pengurangan itu misalkan nggak pakai kantong plastik ya, terus kita nggak pakai air minum dalam kemasan sekali pakai, sayang gitu kan. Nah kalau misalkan memang nggak bisa ya kita upayakan langkah yang kedua, kita gunakan kemasan-kemasan yang kalau bisa tidak satu kali pakai tapi bisa berkali-kali dipakai gitu. Misalkan kita pakai tumbler untuk wadah minuman kita sehari-hari, entah kalau kita mau kita bawa kemana-mana gitu kan, dan lain sebagainya. Wadah makanan yang bisa berulang kali dipakai gitu. Tapi kalau memang nggak bisa ya kita jalan terakhir itu tadi, kita harus merecycle, mendaur ulang sampah-sampah yang kita hasilkan sendiri gitu.
Lalu mengapa semua sampah mesti kita pilah?
Nah masalahnya di masyarakat ini itu seringkali kurang kesadaran gitu. Yang ada di benak masyarakat ya ada sampah dibuang gitu. Padahal tidak semua sampah harus dibuang. Kalau semua sampah dibuang terus menumpuk di tempat pembuangan akhir, nah ini nanti bisa menimbulkan masalah baru. Karena setiap TPA itu punya kapasitas, jika overload bisa menimbulkan bencana gitu. Satu yang sampai sekarang itu diperingati sebagai Hari Sampah Nasional ya, itu karena peristiwa di tanggal 21 Februari 2005 di TPA Lui Gajah di kota Cimahi. Itu karena gunungan sampah itu akhirnya bagian bawahnya itu memanas dan menimbulkan ledakan sampai menimbun 2 desa. Saat itu korbannya sekitar 157 orang. Nah, sebenarnya dari situ kita harus mengambil pelajaran ya. Tidak semua sampah kalau begitu harus layak berakhir di TPA. Sebisa mungkin kita pilah. Nah, terus kemudian setelah kita pilah, kita bertanggung jawab untuk mendaur ulangkan sampah kita itu tadi. Ya kalau misalkan memang kita nggak bisa langsung berhubungan dengan mitra daur ulang, ya kita salurkan sampah kita ke bank sampah yang ada di terdekat lingkungan kita gitu. Kalau di Surabaya ini sudah ada bank sampah induk Surabaya, jadi sampah-sampah yang terpilah gitu. Pesan saya, ayo kita mulai sekarang peduli terhadap sampah kita pilah dari rumah, kemudian kita salurkan di bank sampah yang ada di sekitar tempat tinggal kita gitu. Itu aja.
Lebih diprioritasin buat ramah lingkungan, lebih diprioritasin kayak kebersihannya, terus kayak nggak sembarangan gitu buangnya.
Untuk pesan saya untuk masyarakat untuk pembuangan sampah, kami mohon jangan membuang sembarangan, itu dampaknya banyak. Yang satu, penyumbatan saluran uap itu bisa menyebabkan penyakit, dan selanjutnya itu berdampak pada lingkungan sekitar. Lebih baik masyarakat itu sampah yang ada nilai ekonomisnya, satu misal kardus, satu misal pet plastik, dan bisa dijual. Nah ya itu saran saya. Dari depo Citralen ini juga menampung atau menerima hasil pilan-pilan dari warga. Sayang kalau dibuang begitu saja, dan juga membeli apa yang disimpan, maksudnya apa yang dikumpulkan dari warga, nanti kita siap membeli.
Untuk masyarakat agar lebih cinta untuk lingkungannya, untuk dicintai, untuk milah sampah ya jangan jijik-jijik lah, biar lingkungan kita bersih, bebas dari banjir.
Mudah-mudahan masyarakat yang belum mengerti masalah sampah atau tempat sampah itu mudah-mudahan bisa mengerti lah. Untuk selanjutnya umpamanya ada yang tangga yang mengerti, tolong bilangin supaya mengerti tempat sampah ditaruh di tempat yang sudah tersedia.
Thank you, Theo. All right, so I'm here with Theo because you're the only one in here. So I actually just want to ask you a few questions. Basically, how's your experience in this joint project?
It was an amazing experience. It's amazingly fun to actually being able to learn about new things and give everyone a different perspective on something that we always meet in our lives. Trash.
Okay. In your research, like in your journey in your research, like you go to the landfill for the trash and everything. So what do you think about that? Like how do you experience that?
When we first got there, of course, we were met with the smell and everything. But after a long time, we started to realize that these people experience this smell and this dirt and everything each and every day because of us. And it really opened our eyes, like, I think we should start to really do that, reduce, recycle, and reuse things that we always hear every day.
And you choose to make a documentary, right?
Yes.
So why is it? Is there any reason?
Because a documentary, and especially full documentary like this, will always appeal and always feel more natural to each and every one of us, rather just doing posters or anything else. It really connects us to the people that really does the things.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Theo. Thank you so much for your presentation. So yeah, maybe that's all. So everyone, I think you need to stop share the. Right. All right. Cool. It's okay. Thank you so much, Theo. All right. Cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. So we have here already. We heard from 9 presentation. It was great. So 2 of them talking about no poverty, about quality education, talking about gender equality, talking about decent work and economic growth, reducing inequalities, and then there's life below water, and also the last one is life on land. It's quite interesting that there is someone talking about the period, and then talking about patriarchy, and then talking about child labor, B40 and stuff. It's quite interesting, and it's still day 1 actually. So there are still another day, which is tomorrow, start from 5, live on YouTube as well, but actually it's swapped from day 1 to day 2, but it's okay. So tomorrow we'll use another link. Please follow if you like to hear from the other rest of the students. So we have a lot of from BCU tomorrow, and then we have from all 5 universities from 4 countries. So yeah, I think that's all for today, and maybe see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow in the next live on YouTube. Right? I think I forgot to introduce myself, so I just so Ray here. I didn't introduce myself in the first, but yeah, I will introduce myself in the closing. So Ray here, and I will see you tomorrow in a live session number 2. Right? Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Have a good night. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Udah di stop. All right.